Yo, chat, what's going on? You already know we back at it with another video, you feel me? This time we got a different little setup. Last video I made on this channel was at the office, back at the job. Over here we at home, at my personal office. This is the sanctuary right here. I got the tea on deck, you see it? You feel me? I'm a little sick, so we just gonna work with it today. But yo, listen, we looking at some crypto right now, right? So let's talk facts. Let's talk facts. I want to give you a little rundown, right, of what I see going on in these charts, right? I know y'all see a lot of scribble scrabble, a lot of like weird shit going on, a lot of lines and weird shit. When you see these type of lines right here, right? So this line right here marking 57 cents. You got like this green zone right here. You also got these yellow lines. All those lines are basically indicators. That's all it is. It's just indicating a specific price range or a specific level that the price used to be at or the price is currently at, that to me seems important and worthy to be indicated, right? So that's all it really is. It's just annotations. It's like reading a book and you just like write in, like you like underlining or you're using like a little highlighter type shit. You feel me? It's basically the same thing, but this is for markets, right? So we looking at Cardano right now. Ticker symbol ADA USD. Feel me? And this is the 1 hour charts, right? So as you can see right here, you can change the time frame on what you're looking at right now. So I'm looking at the day chart, right? This is the 1 day chart. You can also look at it at 1 minute. You can also look at it at 5 minutes, right? All that really means, right? I'm gonna just simplify it for you. All that really means is how long each candle takes to close, right? So look, I just switched it to 5 minutes right now. We're still looking at Cardano, by the way. I switched it to 5 minutes, right? So meaning that each one of these candles right here that you see here, they take 5 minutes to close, right? So meaning if I go back to that 1 day, that would mean that this candle right here that you see right here, it's pretty much like it's blank. I call these blanks. Like when you barely see any body and all you see is a wick, like that long stick. The long stick is a wick, and the little like the all of this right here basically, that's the price movement. That's the body basically, right? So I think y'all can see my cursor. Hold on, let me make sure that real quick. Yeah, capture cursor. Okay, perfect, right? So look, this right here, this would be the body, and then this little like stick type of line right there, that would be the wick, right? So the wick just shows where the price was before it closed, right? Before the candle closed. So as you can see here, we still have 40 minutes left. Well, about to be 39 minutes left. Well, 40 minutes left. You get what I'm saying? 40 minutes left for this candle to close, right? So that's all it really means. That's what the time frame is. So I could simplify for y'all so y'all don't really, y'all don't get head cracked and y'all don't think that, oh, like, shit's too complicated. No, it's pretty simple, bro. You read the charts, all it really is each candle has a specific time frame, right? So if you move the time frame, you go from 1 day, let's say you want to move it down to 5 minutes. Once again, each candle would take 5 minutes to close. That's all that really means, right? So let's go back. I'm gonna give you a little quick analysis of what I'm seeing here, right? So the reason why I have that level, that 57 cent level marked in like this little like pink line is because I noticed that previously we've had a lot of support. Like we've had a lot of support, meaning that we have failed to go below this same level, this same 50 cent level. We failed to go below it multiple times, right? So as you can see here, it says Monday 18th. So this is December 18th, 2023, right here. We failed to go below this same level once again, right? So you could tell the wicks are basically touching under the line, like they went under the line, but the body closed above, right? So that just, it kind of indicates, it shows you like, all right, the price doesn't want to go below this area, right? So whenever you see price movement under a specific area, right? In this case, you see any price movement below 57 cents, right? Which we're seeing right here, as you can see, right? Just follow my cursor. This is all price movement right here, right? So all of this is a downtrend. Once we broke under that 57 cents, just know that we were touching very low levels, right? So we peaked the downtrend on January 23rd, right? 2024, this year, a couple months ago, right? So this is where we touched 44 cents. An excellent buying point, right? So if people bought in at 44 cents right here, they could have rolled this motherfucker all the way back up, and they probably even could have cashed out right here at like at 80 cents if they wanted to. You know, now me, I'm a long-term holder, so you feel me? I'm holding to like the moon. I'm holding to like $10, maybe 15. You feel me? I'm looking for them profits, bro. I'm trying to make some money, right? But now most people, you feel me? If you bought it nice and heavy over here, down here, mind you, look, I have a little indicator that says I bought more at 45 cents because I did. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those niggas. I see the price go down. I'm gonna buy some more. You know what I'm saying? That's just how we move, bro. That's just how we move, bro. And that's how you're supposed to look at it, bro. Because if you want to maximize your profits, you want to buy as low as possible, as cheap as possible, because it just makes sense. Feel me? Right? So now we go into the peak, right? We peaked at 80 cents, right? Base almost 89 cents. I mean 81 cents, right? We peaked at 80 cents, almost 89, 81 cents. And so I marked, right? I marked this purple line up here. That's it's indicating the 78 cents area, right? So the reason why I marked this area is because I realized that we had a lot of resistance. So when it's below, it's support. When it's above, it's resistance. That's all it is, right? It's pretty simple. Um so we had a lot of resistance and we failed to go above this 78 area. Well, we failed to close above the 78 cents area multiple times in the daily time frame, right? So notice how most of these candles they finished below and they finished around the 70 cent area. This one right here closed at 70 cents and like 50 like 52 like don't even like think about the numbers before it. Like, it's just 77 cents and that's it, right? So we still finished up at 77 cents, but once again we failed to go above 78 cents, right? So in order for us to say, alright, this is gonna go up and this is gonna keep going up, we want to break out of these highs, right? This is the highs we want to break out of. We want to break out that 78 cent area so that we can be like, alright, but we about to make some money. You feel me? So right now, price is currently at 58 cents, and as we can see, back at it, that 50 cent area that I have marked in this little pink line, we failed to go below it. We failed to end below it multiple times. But right here, as you can see, we did touch under. We did touch under a couple times, right? Which is why I marked this little yellow line because I call this a micro support area, right? So it's like a support area within a support area, right? So notice how we have wicks touching this micro area at 56 cents, but we don't have any bodies there, right? We have zero bodies there, meaning that the price did not finish off at this area whatsoever. It just went right back up, right? Keep in mind, feel me? So look, price went right back up, and then boom, we finished above the 50 cent. Finished above the 57 cent area. Sorry, I stuttered a bit, right? This just goes to show the price does not want to go down at all. It just wants to go up. You feel me? And so now we are currently at 58 cents. We failed to go below once again yesterday, right? And we have 34 minutes left in this daily candle. So after this 34 minutes is done, we start a new day, right? So that new day, feel me, we could potentially even break up and we could be seeing that 62 cent area, maybe even 63 cents, maybe even break out of the zone because all that green zone thing you see there, all that really is just a zone. That's what I call it, right? It's just an area where the price returns to multiple times. That's all it really is. You feel me? So, right, you know, all we're looking at, right? We see prices at 58 cents. Let's hope to see some crazy ass pullbacks and let's see touch 62 cents or higher, right? So people can make a little bit of profit or maybe make some of their money back, right? So let's go to Bitcoin real quick. This is where it's at right here. This is the daily chart for Bitcoin, but this is the weekly actually. I lied. So we're gonna let's go to 30 minutes, right? Let's zoom out of this. I'm in a paper trade for this. I'm up 77K. But a paper trade is basically like you testing out like a theory basically. So like if I did have $1,500 to just magically play into Bitcoin, I would have been up $77. $77,000. I would have been up right now because I bought in the 49,000 area, right? And the price is currently at 69,000. So if I actually bought in for that 1,500, I would have that has been up $77,000, which is kind of crazy. But we have most of that type of money invested into Cardano. That's why. So yeah. So I showed this in my IG page multiple times. I think I posted it twice, and it's just basically this channel right here. Like I have it marked as kind of like a triangle, but it's closing in a way. This is we call this a symmetrical triangle, right? So when price breaks out of this, either upwards or downwards, that's where we know that the price is going towards, right? So in this case, we broke out of it upwards, right? The reason why I have this purple line marked at $68,000, well, basically 70K, well, 69K, right? The reason why I have that marked is because as you can see, the price did return to this area multiple times, right? So we're gonna return. Let's see. This is March 10th, right? So we had a lot of movement in this area right here. We were under, then finished above, stayed above for a good amount of time, and then boom, went right back under, and then shot right back up, right? And then we stayed above for a decent amount of time here, right? So look, March 12th, we failed to go below that 69,000 area. And March 14th, we also failed to go below that area as well. But then that same day, maybe I think this is before that day ended basically, we broke under it officially. So we broke that 69,000 area and we just started to consolidate a bit. But this was kind of signaling that downtrend a bit because as you can see, every single time it did try to go back up over that 69,000 area, the price didn't have enough strength to stay above, right? So this is why we just ended up eventually dropping, right? So that signaled the downtrend and we were just consolidating for a good amount of time. We dropped and we had a nice low from we had a nice low of 60,000, right? Which is why I have that red line marked because it was a previous level where the price used to be at, and it was a nice support area. Like I said, remember, support area is when the price refuses to go below or it does break below, and it's just a certain area where the price touched multiple times. That's all it is. And remember, the lines are just indicators. They don't mean anything in specific at all. Just support and resistance and simple things like that, right? So yeah, we had a nice low of 60,000 right here on March 20th, and those who were able to buy in some Bitcoin around this area, they were able to actually make some profit here around March 25th, but it wasn't that much profit. You feel me? Because the thing about Bitcoin, because it's so expensive, you don't necessarily make that much profit off of it, right? Unless you actually own a Bitcoin or you own multiple Bitcoins. And remember, one Bitcoin costs 60,000, well, $69,000 right now. So it's expensive, right? It doesn't, you know what I'm saying? It's not as simple as you think. So yeah, right? And as you can see, the current price movement, we're staying above that 69,000 area. We're not really trying to break below whatsoever. We officially broke above it on April 6th, right? And we stayed above it. Now, we failed to go below multiple times here. Because it's the 30 minutes, you can tell, like, you can see, like, it did go under. But if you go to the smaller time frames, I believe the bigger ones, you don't really see that happening as much. We barely stayed under for very long. We ended up just going right back up. So as you can see, it looks like the price is trying to kind of go back down and touch the 69,000 line one more time. And if it does, it's just gonna reject and go right back up. Because like I said, we're in April, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Bitcoin halving event very soon. We're not gonna see these downtrends happening for very soon, for very long. Sorry, we're not gonna see these downtrends happening for very long. So I say just hold on tight, hold your coins, and just wait for the top, man. Just wait for the top. But it's a beautiful sight, ladies and gentlemen. I dropped a little bit of knowledge for y'all, a little bit too much at the same time. So I know most of y'all are probably a little bit overwhelmed, but like I said, these things you learn them all for practice, right? So I would say go back to the video and return to the little key things that caught your attention that I did mention, and study them, right? Wouldn't say study them, but kind of just pay attention to them because they are pretty important, right? And then just remember these lines are just indicators. They don't necessarily mean like, oh, the price is gonna touch this, the price is gonna touch that. Sometimes you can have, like, for example, I can have this 57 cent area marked for as long as I want, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the price is always going to like touch that area and just reject and go back up. Like it's not always like that. Most of the time, the price could just break right under that line and just continue to go down. Like for me, the market is unpredictable all the time. Just in my case, I know that this coin in specific is gonna do very well, just like Bitcoin, just like many other coins. Because like I said, Bitcoin moves the entire market, and because it's season right now, it's Bitcoin season. Just know we're gonna see a lot of really good movements coming soon, ladies and gentlemen. You already know, big CMP shit. Feel me? A little quick video. I just decided to press record. I didn't even take a sip of my tea yet. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But yeah, it's just to show y'all a little rundown of what I think is gonna be happening soon. And just kind of a little explanation on what these little lines and indicators are. You feel me? But it's pretty simple, ladies and gentlemen. I would say though, for most people that are investing and are looking into these type of things, download TradingView. This is the app I use to look at the charts. Download this app and just start to mess around with it, and I promise you, you'll get a hang of it. Like it didn't really take me that long to get a hang of this app whatsoever. And also, YouTube is always available, so all you have to do is just type in, or even ask me. You feel me? If you watching this video, it's because you follow me. So, you know what I'm saying? Look into it. Look into it. You already know. Safety.